Well, the big thing in the news this morning looks like it's mostly centered around that Pete Hegseth. He was talking to that committee and defending what they're doing in Iran and all that stuff. And this whole Iran thing, I just don't know really where to come down on it, because I can understand the people that are making the point of anytime you go into the Middle East, and I don't care what country you go into, and you try to get them to behave themselves and turn the heat down on all of the terrorism and all of the crazy stuff that they do over there, the radicals, and all you do is kind of like pinging a ping pong ball around. Okay, you may go into this area and you may do something and calm it down, but it'll just ping pong over to another part of the Middle East, and it's been that way for thousands of years. No matter what you do, there's always going to be unrest in the Middle East. And I'm not saying that what Donald Trump is doing is wrong. I'm just hoping that it isn't in vain. Because for some reason, we've been bombing the hell out of that place, but there doesn't seem to be an end to this, that it's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And they did mention that the price tag so far is right up around $37 billion. I think that's what they said. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's what they said. And this just keeps going on, and we're not really getting Iran to comply the way we want them to. And I think I know what the ultimate goal is to get those people that are in power, get them out of there, and try to get good people in power. Now, see, this is what I can't figure out. Years ago, wasn't it back in the 50s and 60s or something, that somehow there was the same type of people that were running Iran, and they were doing bad things. So it got finagled so that power was removed from Iran and a new power was put in, the Shah of Iran. And then he was much more easy to get along. He seemed to keep the country somewhat calmed down and behaving themselves. And everything went all right until that went sour. Then he got overthrown. And then these same radical people took over again and got their power back. And they've been there ever since. And from what the history books are saying, they've been nothing but bullies. They want what they want, and if they can't get what they want, then they just start killing people, even their own people, to get what they want. And this is where President Trump is coming from. He's like, these people have always been bullies, the bullies of the Middle East, and they've told all of them countries over there what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And to some extent, they've been almost telling America what they can and can't do. But now that you've got someone in the White House that's got a backbone and will use the military against Iran, is showing them, well, we're not going to take your shit and we're going to kick your nuts up your ass. Well, okay. I understand why President Trump is doing what he's doing, and I don't think what he's doing is wrong. What I think is happening, though, is he's finding out that anytime you get into these Middle East situations, it's never ending. Because these people, I guess, it's a case that they just don't know any better. All they know is terrorize, 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 kill, kill, kill. That's all they know. They have no idea what it is to focus on taking care of their people and making their country good and prosperous and wonderful. No, they've got no concept of that at all. The only concept they have is, we want to kill, we want to kill. I I don't get it. I don't. I mean, I'm not that educated on what's going on over there. All I do know and understand is that whole area over there is nothing but hotbed. It always has been, and I don't think there's ever going to be a day that it's ever going to be any different. I don't think. But I give President Trump my full support on this. With what Pete Hegseth is saying, with what President Trump is saying, and everybody else that's involved in this, they're saying that they keep making progress, and they keep saying that they have basically made Iran so Iran has nothing militarily left in order to do anything to the rest of the world. And the only thing left now to do is remove those people that are in power. And what? Now, this is something I've been hearing too, but I don't know if it's true, false, or if I'm misunderstanding it. But it sounds like there's 2 or 3 different groups of these radicals that are pulling the strings of power over there. And it's kind of hard to determine which one is the top power. So my first thought is, and I'm not military, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I would say no matter how many different groups of power there are, find out where them groups of power are and bomb and kill them, and don't stop until they're done. Then allow someone else in there that's good people, that's not going to do what these radicals have been doing for 47, 50 years, however long they've been there. And again, I'm really not, I'm talking about things that I just don't know, I don't understand. And I've been listening to like the Bill O'Reillys and the Steve Turleys and all of them people trying to get a sense of what it is over there, and I can't get a good clear picture, and I can't get a good clear understanding of, you know, not only what the exact problem is, but what's the exact way to get rid of that problem and correct it and make it right. And all I can go on is, well, we have President Trump who seems to think sending troops in there. I think us being in control of that Strait of Hormuz, that absolutely, we need to be in control of that. We need to be in control of it and do just what President Trump is having them do. He's allowing everybody else to do whatever they got to do. Go in and out of Hormuz all they want to do. But when it comes to Iran, they are strangled and stop them from being able to do anything. And every single day that we keep Iran from doing whatever they did in that Strait of Hormuz, it's costing them, I think they said, $400 million a day. That's an awful lot of money to be losing every single day. And we've been going at this for quite a while now. It's been, was it March when we first started doing this? I can't remember when the start date was, but boy, it's been a long time. And every day that's gone by, Iran has lost $400 million every single day. And this is a good thing. These people do not need any more money. They do not need any more money. And the less money that they have and the more that they have to spend makes them weaker every single day. So maybe that's what Trump's tactical idea is. Just keep this up so that Iran can't get any more money, strangle them, allow them to have just enough so they can at least feed their people, but they can't have any more than that. And then after a while, they're going to have to calm down, because you just don't have power when you don't have money. That's one thing I've learned about wars. In any war that you have, you got to have money. You got to have money, and you got to have gasoline and oil. And if you don't have one of those three things, money, gas, or oil, you ain't got a fighting machine. You got to have a lot of all three of those things, and without one of them, you can't get by on the two. You just can't, because one needs the other one as much as you and I need the air we breathe. I mean, it's that. So maybe that's what Trump is thinking. Maybe, I don't know. But whatever his idea is, I agree with him that Iran needs to be neutralized. The people that are in power need to be neutralized. They need to be stopped. They need to be replaced by better people than who's in there. People that's more friendly with the world instead of being a bully and an enemy all the time. So, okay, that's the end of this video this morning. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you sticked in all the way at the end here. And if you did, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. This is Politically Unfiltered, and I am your host, Arbats. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and absolutely comment. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear what you have to say. You can correct me on anything that I've been wrong about, or something that I've misunderstood or don't understand. You're more than welcome to. I'm willing to listen to anybody about anything. I want you all to have a good day. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. Here in Maine, it's kind of a rainy day and foggy. The weatherman said that's the way it was going to be. That's okay. Gonna have the good with the bad, I guess. So, okay, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next video. We be gone.